mundo. Last night, Sacha had some of the first signs of early labour, so it all started to feel quite real. We began to realise that there are certain things that we still haven't fully done yet if things were to happen early. So today is all about getting a birth plan ready. We haven't written anything down, and that initial panic made me think when the real labour begins, I'll have something to just quickly initially look at and then remember where we were. So I'm using this wall panel here in the kitchen to write down some very basic things that will just keep our minds focused on the important things to get rolling when baby is really coming out. It was just some cramping and sharp pains in the lower areas, like a lightning bolt or a shock. It's before any of the major stuff happens, before the water breaks, but it's to show that baby's head is now in the cervix and is touching nerves and stuff, getting ready to come out. So let's get a birth plan written on this wall just to give us a little bit of extra reference for when the time really comes. Okay, so I've spent the morning cleaning the house, moving things around, we've had lunch, and now I'm at the stage where I'm about to see if this birth pool will actually fit in this living room without moving too much out of the way. From the measurements on the website, I think it's going to fit somewhere here, which would be nice because if we can have the fire on, Sacha can be enjoying giving birth here. Yeah, maybe. And then Eden can be here, looking beautiful in the chair. I think it might be nice. We mentioned before you have to wait over 72 hours before you can open the bag. It's been longer than that, so there shouldn't be any problems with the material splitting. Let's see what this thing looks like. I need scissors to open this thing up. Something I don't understand about birth pools. They say that you're only allowed to use them a certain amount of times before you dispose of them, including professional pools. They have to be used only 7 times, but each one of them comes with a personal liner that you put inside that you're supposed to throw away afterwards. So why would you need to get rid of the pool if you're protecting it with liners from every birth? How would professional pools work? But anyway, this is our one, we've bought it. So afterwards we thought we could use it as like a, I don't know, paddling pool in the garden for exterior use. Might be fun. Something for a little baby to play in, maybe even Eden. Well, this is taking longer than I thought already. I've decided not to inflate the pool yet because first of all I want to move that chair into here so Sacha can use it as like a nursing chair. It's more comfortable than that futon, so I need to take that down, but because I'm doing it all by myself, it's very awkward moving furniture on your own. This is lucky. €2 just fell at the bottom of the chair. It's like one of those stereotypical scenes where you shake a sofa and money comes out. Try and decide which way around we should face the recliner. What do you think? Back to the window?
Can you go it both ways? That's diagonal.
Try that first. Can the recliner come out? What's your nose?
Oh, sorry.
What's your nose, Eden?
It's like one of those gym machines.
You need the gym. More euros. And you can't shut that shutter.
Yeah, it looks better though.
What do you think, Eden? Mummy's decided. Spring! Mummy's decided to have it this way round. Ooh, she looks really big. Why you look so big? Like a big dog. Almost a small lap dog, really. Look at those furry legs. Look at them. Nice. Okay, now I can push this poof what do you call them, Sash? Puffs?
Yeah.
Into the corner, and then see if this space is big enough. It should be. If it isn't, then it's going to be like a full-size swimming pool. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. I can now pull this here for when we're doing regular use, and then push it back there for when I need to put the pool here. Let's just hope it fits. And I've just gone and got a hammer because I've seen that there's a couple of nails sticking up that need hammering down. Just what fatherhood does to a person, makes you paranoid about silly things. Sacha has been told to stay completely off duty today. She can only do light computer work. I'm doing all the heavy lifting, moving everything, I'm sorting the pool, I'm doing the birth plan, because after yesterday's start of labour, I want to make sure she's fully relaxed. It's so important. One of the main reasons why we wanted to do a home birth was because it's all about feeling relaxed so that the process is easier and there'll be much less likelihood that she will need to have intervention or go to the hospital. So if she starts stressing out for any reason and I can help that, I'm gonna do it. Okay, finally I can open up the pool and see how long it's going to take me to fill it up with air. If anybody's wondering what this very relaxing music is, it is from an Australian pianist called Fiona Joy Hawkins. We downloaded it ages ago when we were in Thailand. Whipped the iPod out the car and I found it on there, and I thought I'd give it a play on the sound system to see if it was suitable for birth music. I want to find some stuff off YouTube that's got like water sounds and nature sounds in it and put it into a nice long playlist so that when the time comes I can just plonk the iPod on, it's ready to go. So it turns out that you can only use a pump for the seat, and the side bits you have to do by mouth. So Sacha's decided she can handle some gentle blowing.
Gentle.
Only gentle blowing. Eden's come to watch. I'm going to fill up the seat now.
Is this the only pump? Is this the only one? It's not another one on the inside?
Yes, no more. Ta-da! It's finally blown up. I'm going to say it took about 20-25 minutes to blow that up, and it would have been quicker if I knew what I was doing first time round. Maybe I would probably do it in about 18-19 minutes. Glad that's done. Now that I can see it in its full size, I know that we don't actually have to deflate it all the way. It fits in another room. I can put it in the nursery. So that's excellent. That means when baby's ready, pull the thing out, and we're ready to go. Birth pool in a box. What are you looking at? It's not your pool. I know you want to get in.
It says to keep cats away, but not dogs.
Yeah, good one. I haven't got a scratcher. Want to attempt to get in? Need a hand?
No.
How does it feel?
Yeah, nice.
Sit on the chair. Don't forget, when it's full of water as well, it won't sink back so much.
Yeah, it'd be quite nice when it's full of water.
Yeah.
Nice and warm.
Imagine it. Nice. Looks like a pretty good fit, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You wouldn't need anyone bigger than that.
No.
It's too big, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice little cup holder here for your water. It's nice, isn't it? And there's your handles on the end. Squeeze! I guess you could use these two handles here for a squat thrust. So if anybody's thinking about buying a birth pool of their own, this one is the eco version, which is the small one. Sacha described it the other day, and when it's fully blown up, it looks like that. It's difficult to kind of work out the scale of it, I guess, but it's not as big as we thought it was going to be. It will expand a bit when water goes in it, but not a ridiculous amount. Quite pleased with that. It feels very robust as well, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I was a bit worried it was going to be a bit cheap feeling, but like for 200 and something pounds, I think it's worth it. Just took a few pictures for my Instagram page, Tiny Moments Everywhere. You can check that out and see what it looks like when she's in the bath, in the birth pool. It's quite crazy really to think that this is where our baby's going to be born. There's one more thing I've got to do as part of my Man with a Birth plan. I have to check the, where is it now? The tap adapters to make sure that they work. I'm not going to fill it up though, because as soon as you fill it up, you need to put a liner in, and the liner is only one use. Let's move this up and out of the way. Another important thing to do with these birth pools is check the structural integrity of the floor where it lies. So Sacha's going to do some bouncing up and down up here while I go downstairs and listen out for where she is so I can see if the pool is going to be sitting on top of a structural beam, which it kind of needs to be. It's dusk now, so I want to do this while there's still some light. Can you hear me? All right, bounce. Move a little bit forward. There? Yeah, there. All right, remember that spot. When the pool's full of water, it actually weighs almost half a ton. So you need to make sure that it's sitting on top of something solid. So I wanted it to be resting on this big beam here. Quite pleased with that. Lights out. So we've worked out that if we put the seat right here, it sits right on the beam. And the landlady had all of this treated for woodworm, didn't she? Just before we got here. So I think we're good to go. Comes with this universal tap connector. So this is how it works. It just gets bigger like that, and you slot your tap through there. I was lucky. It literally just goes on. And so I can deliver nice hot water to the pool. I'm not going to check the hoses today, but that's the last thing I have to check, just to make sure if the 10-meter hoses they supply have got any leaks in them or anything, which I don't think they will, but I'll do that another day. I'm going to have some dinner. The end of the day is nigh. What are we having, Sash?
It's couscous with everything that I could find in the fridge. Some olives in there too.
Looking good. Bake the staleness out of it for the night. You've got your dinner. Why aren't you finishing it? I do not want it. So my birth plan day panned out okay. There's a lot more to add to that list that I'll think up as the days go on. It would have been silly to try and do all of this after labour begins. I'm feeling good about it. We'll push that off into the nursery for now. That's it for the day. I hope you enjoyed watching this. It's been a bit of a journey for me. All worked out well in the end. Hit the thumbs up button. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel and also to These Tiny Moments. Check out Tiny Moments everywhere on Instagram, because I've been putting pictures up of the birth pool and you know, just putting things together. You can see the other side of the story. And we will see you next time.
Bye.
Bye. Should I put the cover on it?
Yeah. Stop me eating hairs.
You never stop eating hairs. No matter what you try.
Let me move this.
I don't think it's going to go through the door actually. I might have to deflate one of the layers. It's not going to go through the door, is it?